The UK proposed immigration restrictions on family and study visa. How is this going to affect people coming into the UK? And this is what I'm going to be talking about. I already talked about this in one of my videos, saying that the UK is planning on cutting down net migration, and they are coming up with a proposal, a plan on how they can achieve this and how to make the UK more attractive but less people. I don't know how they're going to achieve this, but I want to talk about how this can affect those who are coming into the UK, who will be coming into the UK once this goes into effect. So hey lovelies, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Faith Ojone, and on this channel I talk about ways you can travel abroad and settle abroad, provide you with latest updates concerning the UK and what's happening in the UK. I share resources on how you can get started about migration and living in the UK, and I do not charge, or I will never ask you to pay me money for any information or any assistance regarding migration. So do not pay anyone or do not listen to anyone asking you to chat them privately. I will not do that. So do not fall for these scams, okay? Without saying so much, let's get started. So you would just have to ignore my husky voice, as when I came back from my trip, I'm down with cold. I don't know, it's been days now and I'm not feeling better, and I don't like the fact that there are no videos up on my channel. So I've decided to shoot the video regardless of my condition. I'm fine, just that my voice is not fine. The bid to cut down net migration, the Home Secretary, Swala Braverman, is working on a proposal that will significantly change immigration rules, students and families among those who could be affected, along some skilled workers and asylum seekers. Okay, why is the UK cutting down on migration? According to the government official reports collected in the past 3 years, indicate that net migration in all-time high of over 504,000 people who have entered the UK so far, and this is like the highest in a very long time. So this is why they are planning on how to cut down net migration, and this proposal is going to affect family visa, student visa, even asylum seekers. Well, asylum seekers, they're already sending them to Rwanda, and I don't know, skilled worker visa as well. So this has been in the news, okay, and I don't know how they're going to achieve this, but they are writing a proposal currently to make this work, okay. At the same time, the UK government do not want to lose out potential people who would love to come to the UK, so they are finding ways to make this balance out. The proposed UK visa rules in bid to cut down the number of dependent visa issued, the Home Secretary, Swala Braverman, is recommending increase the minimum income requirement threshold and setting a limit on the number of dependents allowed to accompany the main applicants of student visa. The increase and limits will apply to all applicants regardless of their nationality or refugee status. The UK recently introduced permission to travel scheme that directly affects everyone wishing to come to the UK regardless of nationality. These include EU citizens and the non-EU citizen, EU nationals, people seeking asylum, family members of British citizens. How the UK proposed immigration plans will impact families and students. The latest proposals are already receiving criticism from multiple sectors, with many highlights of how this could affect the UK. If you are a family person coming into the UK on a student visa, you will not be allowed to come to the UK with all your family members, depending on how many numbers of family they decide to permit on a student visa. They're cutting down numbers of family members you can now bring to the UK on a student visa. With the new changes, many people will be unable to reunite with their UK family members due to increased financial requirement threshold. They're increasing proof of funds. We don't know to how much at the moment, the salary threshold. I also read that the UK government, due to the current cost of living crisis, they are planning on increasing the skilled worker salary threshold. That's to say, if companies want to recruit people from overseas, they have to be willing to pay the increased salary threshold. They've not increased it yet, but they are planning to increase it. So I'm trying to see how much they're going to increase it to. Though this is going to be beneficial to job seekers, employees, but employers is not going to be beneficial to them, because employers are already complaining that the salary threshold to be able to sponsor someone outside the UK is already expensive, that they cannot even afford to pay. Aside that, the sponsorship license and the immigration surcharge they have to pay to sponsor one person is a lot. It's going to cost employers a lot of money to sponsor people outside the UK. If employers don't have the money to pay all of those charges, they will not recruit from outside the UK. So I don't think that the UK government increasing the salary threshold is going to make it easier for people to be recruited outside the UK, because now it's going to make it even harder, because the cost of sponsorship alone is on the high side. Do you know how much employers have to pay to sponsor your visa? When we were coming, our employer, for the three of us, that's a family of three, myself, my husband and my baby, they spent nothing less than £7,000 to be able to bring us into the UK to sponsor us. Can you imagine how much that is? So imagine employers paying that huge amount of money. If it's a small business, they are definitely not going to do it. So salary increase threshold is going to be beneficial for employees, but it's not going to be beneficial for employers. And if employers cannot sponsor you, even if it's beneficial for you, it still does not make any significant change. Experts are saying that the increase in income threshold could deter potential students from studying in the UK entirely and will place vulnerable people at risk. Critics are saying that upon evaluating all the relevant information and the implemented new rules, that the new measure could have a serious impact on the UK's education and economic system. The proposal will bring new changes to British universities as they lose the value of their foreign students. Reports suggest that the current international student market bring a total of 25.9 billion to the UK each year. So they are arguing that this could be extremely detrimental to the UK economy development and the UK as a whole. So they are going to be reducing number of dependents you can come to the UK with on a student visa, and they're going to increase the threshold, the proof of funds, they're going to increase it. So if you're planning to come to the UK on a student visa, hurry up and get this done before the statement comes out. We all know that in March, there's going to be new statement of change. So the statement of change is all the changes that the government are planning to implement in the UK and the ones they've already implemented. So I think quarterly the UK government releases what they call statement of change, where they discuss the things that they're going to be changing in the UK and all of that. So the spring statement of change 2023 will soon come out, and I'm guessing in that statement of change it will have all of this information and everything they are deciding so far. But I am bringing to you this information now, earlier, so you can make plans and get to the UK before they make this official. Okay, so guys, we have come to the end of this video. If this video was helpful, you know what to do. Give it thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye.